mean I can have like a little pet again? Knight Saphira, Paimon, you're back. You bet we are. Have you found anything new in the meantime? Mr. Caterpillar and I have been doing some research. Ooh, and? We discovered that Seymour doesn't, in fact, have an annihilation mode.
Following data fragment sorting, this phase was found to have been derived from the novel Prisoner 6 over... Wait, what? In that book, the World Organization launched a mass annihilation agent to hunt a chimera down.
Wait, that stuff's not important at all.
Apart from using our free time to go out and investigate, we also read through the books collected here one more time. We couldn't make heads or tails of them at first, and even now, well, they certainly are well written. I don't know whose handwriting it is, or what scribe or copyist was hired, but their penmanship is clear and clearly beautiful. A master of calligraphy, if I ever saw one. Wait, so you were talking... Oh, sweet, so you were talking about the handwriting? Everyone's got a bad feeling about this already. Did you not find anything during this time then?
Alright, sorry. I shan't just any further. As you know, we told you that we found the last time without holding anything back. I said that wrong.
Trying to make this video not as boring with all just silence and this stupid background sound of my computer fan.
However, I fear that this time there are some clues hidden in details that we must rely on.
This is why I don't like reading.
That we must rely on chance to reveal. Reveal their meaning, you mean? Chance? Indeed. For example, if no further revelations concerning a murder emerge, then the blood on a painting will always remain a red smear. Why are you talking about murder? Then what would this chance be, Caterpillar?
Well, why don't we do a quick recap of everything we discovered?
Let's make some deductions regarding what happened in the past. That might give us the opportunity to fill in some gap that can help us support our refute our views.
That's a good idea. I always felt like there's so much about this that's familiar, but I can't recall anything about it. Negative. I can give a continuous account of the resources that I have sorted.
Silly dog. Didn't you only recover your creator's name after talking to us about the matter?
What kind of cold voices? Negative. I merely matched similar sounds during said interaction, there was no data lost involved. However, I must append that I do, too, find that keyword searches make searching for entries more efficient.
So, what do we want to discuss? Well, for a bit of warmup, or a teaser, if you would, you may be referring to a heater.
Oh. See, again, why I should not read this stuff out loud, because I don't pay attention to the names half the time. Why would Seymour say that, though?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. So let's start off our deductions with something simple. What is the Mary Ann and the Annapolis exactly?
Huh?
That Mary Ann holds the greatest secret of all. I'm sure you can see that, too. Let's get ourselves some armchairs. Maybe crack open a few beers?
Oh, wait, you can't drink yet.
I mean, how old is the main character? Seriously, isn't she like 500 or more years old?
She's
actually more than 500 years old. Not that I want beer, anyway. Anyway, let us help you sort out our findings. Wait. Let us help... Wait. What did I say again? I'll start first. Well, the name Mary Ann itself certainly is familiar to me. The name of the person I was meant to protect is Mary Ann, yes, but I have no data regarding the identity of the one who resides within the Anapolis. We are missing context. I can only conclude, based on a human's unmodified lifespan, that they are not the same person. That would seem to be the case, huh? It's been a few hundred years after all. Well, if they're oceanids, what does it matter? I don't really care what Paimon ate for this morning for dinner. Breakfast. Well, guess it's my turn. You mentioned before that you encountered ocean creatures that had a great deal of character. One might say personality, even? The precondition for such creatures and their characters is the same, that an intelligent oceanid had already understood their original forms beforehand. So, were you the one who willed these creatures into being, Anne? Don't you think that's kind of weird? You know, summoning familiar friends to play house with for who knows how long and stuff? Well, I didn't do that. I actually had to get to know Petite Show, Al, and the others first. Well, then, in that case, let's see what we can deduce from the things we already know. Then let's begin. Let me think back on what's happened. Got it. Let me know if I can be of assistance in any way, Mistress Farah. When you're ready. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of already am ready, so, Tell me about what happened previously. I need to talk with others first. Oh, yeah, let me talk with them first. Let me see. Could you refresh my memory on what happened previously? I'm not reading this. Is it me? Am I Marianne? Oh, probably not. Command, recall what happened before. I don't really like the voice I gave him. When I read it in my head, I kind of imagine him with a slightly British accent. Which I can't do. Anyway, I kind of thought that it would be interesting if she was Mary Ann, because when you do her story, you learn that Mary Ann seems to be stuck somewhere. And it's like she split herself in two, created Anne, so she could be whoever she wanted to be. Which is kind of like what Focalor did with Farina. She split herself, and so Farina could be... I mean, she did it in order to, major plot there. But it feels like she still kind of wanted Farina to be her own person. Kind of like that was like her inner wishes, that she wanted Farina to be her own person. Just like Mary Ann wanted Anne to be her own person.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
I'm trying to. Be patient, Farina. Okay. No, you didn't go ahead and save the world while we split up to investigate now, did you? Yeah, actually, I did. Yeah. Okay. I just thought of something. I'm looking forward to it. I had a feeling it was going to be this. Brainstorm a bit and find a breakthrough. The oceanid creatures and Anapaz, the name Marianne. Marie Antoinette. What Paimon ate this morning, yeah, totally. About Anne, you know what? Let's see. Anne said the name sounded familiar. I should ask her about it. Wait, I should ask her about it should something come to mind. To Seymour, she is someone that he must protect. Either way, ordinary humans don't live that long. It's been several hundred years, so they're probably not the same person, right? Oh? Oceanids are sentient creatures unique to Fontaine, and they can create oceanid creatures through mimicry and transformation. I remember all the strange and wonderful oceanid creatures we saw before we met Marianne. Anne is a small oceanid. She didn't create the oceanid creatures Anapaz. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Speaking of, just how do oceanids reproduce again? Didn't I just... It sounded like they did it through mimicry and all that. Why? I'm gonna do it anyway. Chicken mushroom skewer. At the risk of missing major plot twists or important foreshadowing, I don't think this is related to Anne's background either. No. Maybe Osile can create water creatures, but it's extraordinary to be able to imagine creatures with... Who's Osile again? I don't know who that is. It's almost certain that there's an oceanid Anapaz controlling everything. Who could she be? Oh, okay. Mary Ann and Anapaz seemed very mysterious. We once suspected that Anne was a character from our dreams. Does she? The enigmatic Mary Ann. Mary Ann, who has the same name as Seymour's owner, and who seems to know everything. Even if she's not an oceanid, she's probably related to the ocean behind all of this. So, conclusion? That's enough for now. More than enough for a warm-up. Correct, the oddities and Anapaz all point to the power of the oceanid. But this is not Miss Anne's doing. All of this together means... There's another oceanid Anapaz? That is what I suspect. An oceanid with whom Mary Ann has a close relationship. Oh, Princess Lyris? AKA the Red Empress? Or perhaps she could be the princess herself? Do you mean to say that Mary Ann may in fact be Princess Lyris? Yes, Lyris, the Red Empress of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo from back then. The Red Empress who loved to take heads. Whoa, what? Take heads? I seem to have a vague recollection of something like that. Whoa. But it's not a story about Lyris. Rather, it's a fairy tale about someone named Marianne. Yes, the taking heads thing is just a metaphor. Lyris is made of pure water and so has the ability to dissolve and extract people's wills. The Narzissenkreuz Ordo used her to extract the ego and became holy? Huh? Searching for the keyword Lyris has yielded relevant information in my indecisive. Talking of the Red Empress has reminded me of a few things about Marianne. Mull it over a while first, then speak to Miss Anne and Seymour. See if the conclusion you reach awakens any new memories. Oh dear. Collect more leads and gather your thoughts. I was hoping this would take me outside of this area, not all of this. Okay. Oh wait, should I talk to... I remember the name Marianne. Oh, do tell.
it to me because it's from a children's story, the same one that the Red Empress comes from. The female lead, Liddell, was mistaken for Marianne, the servant, and Marianne never appeared throughout the entire story. Maybe Marianne never really existed, except as a figment in someone's dreams. How do you know about this story, Anne? And isn't that a good question? How do I know about it? And the light comes through. Blinding. The memory feels more vivid than those I have of the stories of the evil dragon Narcissus. Dragon. I said that weird. Dragon. I don't know why I said that, but it sounded weird. I don't know who to talk to. Oh well, I'll talk to you. Shall I summarize the entries regarding lyrics I possess for you too? Alright, thank you, please do. Omitting the standard citation format, reconstructing output to match format, report to superiors. Lyris is registered Oceanid. She's not eligible to be stationed in the waters outside Fontaine and has become a special source of information for the nation. She was appointed as a director of an orphanage. Would just say that it's a robot talking funny to symbolize the love and affection of the previous Hydro Archon. The orphanage affairs were mainly managed by a human vice director. Also, there were humans. I don't know, because they keep saying that, like, Marianne was an Oceanid. At least it seems like it was. But then they say Marianne and Alan were brother and sister, which would make Alan an Oceanid. But then, if all the characters in Fontaine are actually Oceanids because of what the Hydro Archon did, an orphanage director, then how is she connected to the Narzissenkreuz Ordo? As a rector, Lyris was very affectionate towards the children and quite devoted to them, but her intelligence among Oceanids was below average. She wasn't very good at working out the cause and effect of things, nor could she even count. As a result, she was not qualified to perform covert investigations. Aw, sounds kind of like a big old cat mom who can't count. You know, because cats can't count, so they pick up their kittens one by one and keep going back until they see there aren't any kittens left. Later, the orphanage was destroyed during the calamity, and official records of her stopped there. They say she failed to understand the link between the disaster, the orphans fleeing, and her own conduct, and so she wanders the ruin, drowning in guilt and expectation. I have an underwater locomotion module. Once, Marianne and I drove down to the ruins of the orphanage, whose coordinates were the same as those of Anapolis. I think it said Paul. I put an L in there. There, we found an Oceanid swimming sadly in circles. When she next appeared in the record, she was a core member of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo and the subject of a high-priority arrest warrant. Oh, but she doesn't seem like a bad person? Considering that she may be connected to Anne, she must have been tricked. Ah, yes. There's another important piece of information worth noting. The orphan's name was Narzissenkreuz Adventure. I'm already getting tired of this. I don't know how to say this. Marge saw? What? I'm trying to think of how they say it in the story, and I can't. I can see it, but anyway, pass it up. According to eyewitness testimony, garbled voices. Regarding who I suspect Budil is, there shouldn't be any problems. And you may have heard of this elsewhere, but it's worth mentioning again. Alan and Marianne were orphans in the care of the Narzissenkreuz Institute before the hunter Emmanuel Guntine took them in. Oh, you know what? I think I saw that name. I think that was it was in this area. I'll have to go check it out. Thank you, Seymour. Don't mention it, noble madame. Madam? Paimon feels like you're changed a lot since we met in the Fortress of Merit, Caterpillar. Would a 5-year-old child and a 15-year-old teenager be the same? Perhaps returning here simply reminds me of the past and who I used to be. Time is frozen in the fortress, being locked up there for a day or 100 years. I'm afraid it made no difference to me. Oh, that's another name I don't really know how to say. Lenore is what made time flow for me. Watching her grow reminded me that time still passes and life is still being born, shining brilliantly and then being extinguished. And so I changed as well. That said, my past self, the person I was before I met her, would certainly be more helpful to Anne and Seymour in our current situation. That's true. Ha! Don't be like that, Paimon. Just think about it. Making up stories for Lenore with nothing more than putting such ways of thinking to good use. Because it has nothing to do with the current situation. You look like you still have questions, Severa. Since we have our own suspicions about Anne, well, her too, about Anne and Laris's relationship, we have topics of discussion that can be used to refute or sustain those conjectures. How do oceanids reproduce? I'm sure you have friends more knowledgeable than I am regarding that. Perhaps you can even find scholars of natural philosophy who have dedicated research to the question. Or you could have asked the oceanids you know personally, but you asked me. Of course, I know what you mean, so this is your speculation, I see. Paimon doesn't get it. When we exchanged information earlier, Saphira mentioned that Anne is a person in Mary Ann's dream. Or perhaps she might be a manifestation made by Mary Ann, an Oceanid. Oceanid? Why the repetition? Are you just trying to make it sound cuter? Apologies. Perhaps my description was ill done. Still, can an Oceanid create an Oceanid creature version of an Oceanid? Wow, that's deep. That's like asking if hard candy can be used as a filler for another hard candy. So, what would you say to that? This question's really interesting, but Paimon's already hungry for answers. I suppose I'd have to say... I suppose so? Still, you may not realize just how deep this rabbit hole goes, so let me explain. Do tell. You may be confused as to why there are oceanic creatures with personalities in Anapolis. If oceanids can create oceanic creatures, then can they create ocean humans or ocean oceanids? Convention dictates that it's rare for oceanids to be able to mimic a human unless the human drowns in their arms or the oceanid has spent extensive time with the person and knows everything about them. And the oceanid in question must also have a tremendous wisdom and compassion. I'm afraid perhaps only one as powerful as Rodea could do it. Wow, so that means Idea must be incredibly strong.
Yeah. That's the one from the summer event, right? Just throwing these names out. Huh? I think that was her name. Because I guess it was like her power that created all the humans from the emotions that the real humans created. Something like that.
So it's rare to mimic humans, but not impossible. Now, creating another oceanid, that's different. Creating humans using human knowledge can only be achieved by gods, and the same applies to oceanids creating oceanids. It usually should be impossible, in this world at least. Unless this human and oceanids had already placed themselves above their own kind and attempted such insanity.
Fossilore? She's Mary Ann! Fossilore's Mary Ann! Of course, that would make Farina Ann. And that doesn't make sense because there's two Anns. I mean, I do think you could do this story before you could do the main story. Yeah, because when I got on the first time, before I did the Archon story, the thing popped up and said, oh, we should go see the caterpillar. Like, I want to see Caterpillar right now.
You mean they thought they had become a god? That's right. Followers blindly believe in their leaders, who in turn blindly believe in themselves, giving rise to delirium and delusions. I can do what a god can do. Their deeds are not that great after all. A powerful belief is also a powerful will, and magic is a skill that molds reality to your will. Perhaps the descendants hypothesis makes more sense? Perhaps Marianne doesn't consider herself an oceanid type? I don't really know which one to pick. I'll just go with this one. Perhaps is possible and quite understandable too. If nothing else, the Lyris I know doesn't have this kind of intelligence, nor would she be this crazy. I have some less mainstream ideas about how oceanids reproduce, but they're not important and we can discuss them later. Now, let's reorganize the information that everyone just recalled. This might take some time and might be somewhat hard on our throats. No! This is what happens when I decide to try and give voices to the characters. I'm ready! Hold on. I'm not ready. Okay. So, regarding Alan's younger sister, Marianne, the Anapause Marianne, the Red Empress Lyris, and the Anne who's with us, what will our conclusion be? How will we sustain it, and how shall we refute it? Everyone gathers. Is there anything else you feel we should add? As I mentioned before, Marianne is not the princess in Anne's story, but she is also the person I must protect. She is the younger sister of Alan Guillotine. I should have looked this word up. I always want to say it as guillotine. I don't think that's how you say it. The one who denied me for ACV07. As for matters concerning me, I suppose you already know all about them, Knight Saphira. Speaking of which, didn't we also hear all sorts of stuff while we were in Elenis? Seymour was also damaged during that time. How did it go? Did you think of anything? About the damage to Seymour and Elenis, the Red Empress Lyris, the Oceanid Anne. I'm just gonna say this one. That's right, Seymour was damaged inside Elenis, and Mimir's been taking care of him. To my shame, yes. Though I do not have such emotions, you can see it as me having lowered my assessment of myself. And according to Elenis, the battle that occurred within his body ended quite terribly. Evidently, that was the battle that damaged you, and it was an incredibly fierce one. But considering that you were damaged, then your Aunt Master might have been... Common sense dictates that the fate of Marianne Guillotine, that's called Guillotine, sister of Alan Guillotine, was most likely a grim one. I mean, I do believe the guillotine was named after a man who created it, so, you know. But this world is full of tales of loyal knights who exchanged their lives for a miracle, so you needn't grieve too much, Seymour. Seymour appears to have entered data fragment sorting mode out of pure shock. But your master, Marianne, was an ordinary human being, wasn't she? And the time that has passed since then far surpasses the lifespan of any human. How did it go again? Did you think of anything? The Red Empress? She was an important figure in the Narzissenkreuz Ordo, and she is also the other Oceanid involved in the tale apart from Miss Anne. One of only 2 Oceanids, and we also have just agreed that we believe there must be an Oceanid behind Anapause. But our traits don't match those of the Marianne we encountered. Could it be that Lyris' imagination was behind everything, even me? That's unlikely. Seymour mentioned that his intelligence was quite limited, so phantoms of this sort would be quite hard for her, similar to how an author would struggle to write a character more intelligent than themselves. In fairy tales, the kitten may dream of their living master, but I fear such things don't happen much in real life. So, who is behind all this, and who in the world is this Marianne? What about me again? We once suspected that you might be the person that Marianne dreamed of. So, in your view, Marianne is the Oceanid behind the curtain, yes? I don't know. Well then, do you find the name Lyris familiar? She is, after all, the only ocean involved in this, apart from yourself. If you mean the title The Red Empress, then yes, I do have some impression of it.
But there was no other saying.
That makes her our prime suspect then. To be honest, were you using the process of elimination you actually already guessed as much long ago? I didn't want to disrespect Anne, though. You're right, but you do already have a version of the story in your heart. Your own interpretation, yes? If that's the case, then we should go find that Mary Ann and see for ourselves.
Please permit me to change the topic for a moment. Does this mean that I shall no longer Does this mean that I shall no longer be able to fulfill my orders to protect Mary Ann?
We worked out that much, and that's the only bit you care about? It may be cruel, but for the moment we discovered that the guillotine siblings were from centuries ago. It was probably inevitable.
Correction. So the conclusion would be that it was my incompetence that exposed Mary Ann to danger.
Don't blame yourself. You have fought to the point of destruction. You have done your part. There's no need to be so pessimistic either. Though that is an odd thing to say to a machine. Yeah, it's like pouring Fanta into a sink and then saying, "Sink! You'll get fat if you can keep drinking like this."
Oh.
I can't believe you remembered that.
What is it, Mr. Caterpillar? Why use my official designation?
We may not have reached any conclusion, but we know now what to do next. Look, there is a Mary Ann in Outpost too. She also has close links to Narzissenkreuz Adventure.
My long-term memory module confirms this.
As such, there's no need to restore your logic module to factory settings yet. Let's keep a step back.
Let's take a step back.
We can still go and find this Mary Ann.
Garbled mechanical noises. Thank you for your logical troubleshooting and emotional adaptive maintenance. I think what you said makes sense. It is not yet time to admit defeat and restore myself to my initial settings in order to take on a new mission.
Yeah, that's right, you silly doggy. Let's leave things here for a while, then once you are ready, we can continue. Why don't we go find this Mary Ann? Let's solve that mystery before tackling the Narzissenkreuz Adventure.
I concur. Ah, the fairy tale water world.
I gather that some things happened over there then? Oh, we just ran into immunity-related issues, often due to Night Sphere's hydro resonance, that's all. Paimon feels like some extraordinary instinct awakened in you after you met Seymour and Anne.
It is time to review responsibilities and apportion blame. What? I do not think I should be held accountable, for I can only override my protective prerogative in moments of great danger.
Don't worry, Knight Saphira will make Mary Ann tell us everything this time. So shall we go then?
Yes, less talking, more action. This is going to be so embarrassing to put on YouTube. Also think it's going to take longer too, because I'm actually saying this stuff out loud instead of just reading it in my head.
Oh, I wanted to check that one thing out. Aw, darn.
I wanted to check that name out. Manual.
Can I get it over here? I think I saw one over here. Ooh, fish!
I thought I saw one over here. Oh, maybe it's up there. Darn.
Ah, yep.
More talking. No!
We're back again. This time I must, Marianne.
That's the spirit, Miss Anne.
In truth, I must confess to being somewhat jealous of you. You still hold out hope of recovering your past. I've been searching for centuries, but I haven't found a thing. So please, do your best for this old caterpillar's part as well, alright? Figure your past out and come to accept your present self. Yep, I will.
Do we have to go back into the maze again? I don't want to. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Yeah. Oh, what? Okay, I'm not gonna voice these characters. It's fine.
Whoa, what are these guys doing here again? Wait, isn't that Al's group?
Yeah, please dodge to the best of your ability. I don't want to hear your stories. I prefer my version. Oh, fighting, and of course, naturally, I do have 2 Hydra on me. But it's okay, I got you, look. I was count on him, unless I'm going against something that's fire. There we go.
Huh? The Bible?
The Bible? Oh, I said that. The Bible, that was... Okay, no, yeah, it burst. Sure. Okay.
Well, it was Princess Lyris's magic. That's just how the story goes. Let me think of a way. Close your eyes, everyone.
A temporal optical sensor shut down. Understood. They will be reactivated on your command.
Wait, why do we have to do that? The essence of a mime is pretense, the charade that something is still here. Unbelief is the heart of magic, the faith that there is meaning here. So let's close our eyes. So, Anne, begin imagining what it would look like if that bubble was still here.
You close your eyes and feel some sort of fluctuation.
Act for the story of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure Team, sitting down happily for tea time after their adventure has ended. Wow, it really appeared!
The Ordo called this step the process of imagining something in such detail. Imaging.
Let's go over and have a look! And be sucked in!
And float! Enter the bubble! Alright, here we go.
La-di-da-di-da.
Da-da.
Yeah? It's the entrance that disappeared this time.
And do you know how to make the portal, can you do your imaging thing on it?
Alright, let me give it a try.
You close your eyes and a lonesome silence comes over you.
But everyone's left. They won't come back no matter how long I wait. I can't, it seems. Wait, why?
How are you supposed to be, how are you supposed to see Marianne then?
I suspect that this is because the portal has lost meaning and thus cannot be recreated. From what you told me before, the entrance that was once placed here led to a story that had yet to be written. Now that she has said everything she wanted to, the story no longer has any meaning. Mary Ann is rejecting our answer, and that is why the way is shut. Does this mean we're going to return empty-handed? It does seem so. I wouldn't say we're completely out of luck. Did you notice something we didn't then, Saphira? I heard something while Anne was imagining. Imaging.
Can you say it both ways? No, I don't know.
I did hear something then, so you can hear it too? Would that be Mary Ann's real thoughts?
What did you two hear?
Might be best not to discuss personal secrets here. The walls might have ears and all. Let's head back before talking about this.
Well, but why? You return with everyone to the Narzissenkreuz Adventure. I'm probably saying that incorrectly.
So could you tell us what you heard? Perhaps Hirichol might hear something that humans and oceans will not. Just how dogs and humans differ in that regard.
I must correct your statement. My auditory components can indeed pick up higher and lower frequencies as compared to humans. However, I am not a dog. Moreover, a dog's low frequency hearing is similar to that of a human.
Is that so? Well, I was talking about real dogs, not you. 4ACV07. Silly dog. That said, I don't think you would hear it too, Night Saphira. I wonder if we heard the same thing. But everyone's left. They won't come back, no matter how long I wait. Looks like we heard the same thing. I suspect that this was the inner voice of Mary Ann. Did she say anything else? I'm not trying to invade anyone's privacy or anything. I just think that we're onto something here with your mentioning these words, Saphira. Let me think. After that, I also heard something like, I prefer the story of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure Team sitting down happily for tea time after their adventure has ended. And then, I don't want to hear your stories. I prefer my version. Have you noticed something off about this, Saphira?
Please state your case.
Let's think our own thoughts through first. Perhaps we really might be able to come to some conclusion.
I thought it was here. No, I don't know. Or was it the Tide Marks area? Oh, well no, this was part of the Tide Marks, quest. And I thought it was here. Ah, there it is.
Yoo-hoo!
Here. This name right here. Oh, look. Met with the newly appointed Udex. He has a peculiar temperament. Seems much more reliable than Leon and those other clowns. If it turns out like Emmanuel said, however, it's too small, but it gets used. Okay, so that's where I saw that name. If the water is producing deformed oceanids. Let's see. Oh, I'll have one chance to talk to you. Oh, it's not ready to go. Guess I can't really switch to do Luke because they'll probably fall into the water. Wait, what were they attacking? Everyone's health. Seriously? They need to fix that. Shouldn't be attacking things that don't need to be attacked. Don't worry, you have plenty of time. She is Marianne from Anapause, this person I wouldn't meant to protect or not. I think she is? I don't think she is. I trust her judgment. However, I prefer the story of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure Team sitting down happily. Okay, she too was an orphan from... That's really our data fragment, sort of in the shade. Ian? Like, Saphira, is there anything else you want to say? I'm just an oceanid who doesn't know anything, and I'm really bad at thinking. Even if you just told me a random story, I still believe it all. Hook, line, and sinker. The world is too complicated after all, and I'm not experienced enough to spot any holes. I wouldn't do that. Thank you, Night Saphira. I think that the Marianne posits is the same as me. She might look smart, but she doesn't want to accept this complicated world, so she chooses to protect herself with fairy tales. But even fairy tales must end. You don't seem to want to link the two of them together. Neither elimination nor immunization is very fair to Anne. What a coincidence, I happen to agree. But I have some other thoughts to share too, though they may have nothing to do with the next step in our reasoning. Are you willing to listen? I'm listening. Earlier, we broached the topic of ocean reproduction. It's a huge taboo for oceanids to mimic and transfer into one of their own kind, just as it is for humans to create humans. But you see, humans can create humans through love. Go pursue eternity not through mystery but love. What if, by some chance, this mysterious method of oceanid reproduction is accomplished through imagination and mimicry? I mean, that's kind of like how I thought it happened. She just kind of like imagined Anne into being. Oh, that's what it seems like it happens. Perhaps the regret or remorse gives birth to a thought, and as they imagine the path that could have been taken, a new oceanid is born. That's a very interesting idea. We'll never know. After all, it's a secret passed down amongst oceans only. In any case, we'll begin once you're ready. Let's begin. The Red Empress. The talkative Marianne. This morning, Paimon ate... Oh, God. What? She's also the only other ocean involved other than Anne. Yeah. The memories of waiting in the ruins. the memories of the Narzissenkreuz Adventure. The person who once waited within the deserted ruins for everyone's return was Lyris, the former director. Mary Ann has Lyris' memories. The only person who grew up in the Narzissenkreuz Adventure and has a matching background is Mary Ann Guillotine. Mary Ann has Mary Ann Guillotine's memories. I don't know this. Oh, okay. Mary Ann is that younger sister. If so, then Mary Ann is Mary Ann Guillotine. They have the same name and matching memories. What am I supposed to trigger? Do we really need to... Yeah! What? Oh. Oh, okay. Mary Ann is Lyris. If so, then Mary Ann is Lyris. Another piece of evidence we have is that they can both use ocean powers to control Anapos. Anaposis. Conclusion? The identities are contradictory. But how can she be both people at the same time? This must mean that Lyris and Ocean probably has special powers. What am I supposed to associate it with? Dissolving the personality and will. Her job in the Ordo was to dissolve a member's ego. What could have happened between her and the missing Mary Ann Guillotine? For some reason, Lyris dissolved Mary Ann Guillotine's personality. And afterward, their wills now mixed, began to dream. They dreamed of the simple world where the princess is saved and the evil dragon gets killed, while the heroes are always pressing onward. They dreamed of a world where everything was simple and had an answer as long as Anne was there. Thus, Anne and Mary Ann were born. We put the pieces of the case that were floating all over the Algae Sea back together. It's just an empty box even after being put together, but we finally figured out what the lost pearl should look like. What are you trying to say, Caterpillar? Wait, don't give Paimon any hint. She's gonna figure this out on her own. We pieced together a good guess from the clues, but the truth is, still unproven? Of course, my speech analyst module has determined that Miss Paimon is correct. Actually, I meant that we may never know the truth, but I'm afraid we have no choice but to accept its conjecture. So, Knight Saphira, is this the secret of my birth? I'm afraid I can't accept something like this right away. I understand, Miss Anne. It's a shocking fact. It's a shocking fact. And it'll require you to accept yourself again. But I don't think it should be that difficult to do so. After all, knowing your past does not require abandoning everything about the present. I do not understand the specific context of this discussion, but I would like to add that I do not believe I am different from how I was before suffering disc damage. Even though you insist on addressing me as a silly dog, my identification number is still 4ACV07. Come on, it's not that serious. I promised Knight Saphira that I would accept this conclusion as long as it's reasonable.
Then I have a suggestion, one that will resolve Miss Anne's quadrum and put a stop to Narzissenkreuz plans. Narzissenkreuz. Oh, Paimon remembered now. You mentioned him before, Caterpillar. Just who is he, huh? Well, simply put, the leader of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Whoa, sounds like he's got an impressive resume, but isn't the Narzissenkreuz Ordo always up to no good? Wouldn't that make him the nastiest of the lot? Of course, during my time with my master, creator, and the other marsh hunters, we devoted most of our time to hunting the Ordo down. It feels weird because it seems like Alan was a part of the Ordo. This is what kind of confuses me. It's like they seem like, unless I'm just, well, no, but that can't be. If it's called the Narzissenkreuz Institute, well, the orphans were. And then it's the organization of them. It seemed like they were all together in it. That's what I don't understand. As I said before, the goal of the Ellenist operation was to capture or eliminate Narzissenkreuz as well. However, my memory does not contain any intelligence regarding his involvement. That's a given. Looking back at it now, he was merely using us as bait, and I wasn't the only one. It was the same for Jacob, Lyris, and many others in the Ordo. I'm afraid the Ellenist operation was probably never more than a red herring, with the goal of leading you and Gaetine away to buy them more time to execute his true plans. Really? Remember the doomsday clock I mentioned? Yeah, pretty impressive looking. It's what the Ordo considers a countdown to the apocalypse, right? To be more precise, it's the apocalypse as calculated by the world formula. This planet itself should survive just fine, though. The beasts of the star shall drink the amniotic fluid of the world dry. 100 years more, and all surface life shall be wiped away. Once life on the surface is wiped out, only that which is underwater will remain. Can a planet full of fish eventually rise up to the ocean of stars? The thought of all terrestrial life going extinct is pretty spooky, but when you say things like that, it does give such a romantic ring. It's the heading of a... How do you know that? Oh, I see. Ramir brought it back to the village. How to... Totally going out of character now. Oh, no wonder. Anyways, for myself and the others gathered here, though the Narzissenkreuz Ordo is the source of all our troubles, its objective and Narzissekreuz's great purpose are actually completely selfless. He only took the actions he did because he calculated the coming of the apocalypse. He wishes to save the world. So, is the world really on the verge of destruction? I believe this is a... Let me say that again. I believe this is a pathological delusion caused by paranoia. Were the apocalypse real, would you be able to forgive Narzissenkreuz? No, it's a bit too early to consider such things. You have yet to understand what happened to you, Anne. As for you, Seymour, your hostility is a result of your programming and the duties it imposes. I suppose we must find the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. The Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz? I'm talking about the real one, of course, as much as it may be quite strange to say that the ceremonial sword of a magic society is real. Not only will it help us stop Narzissenkreuz's plans, but its unique powers may be able to undo the merging of wills. We should be able to separate Lyris and Marianne, and then Marianne, you can defeat the evil dragon, Narcissus, and rescue Princess Lyris. Regardless... Well, let's get moving first. That's the spirit. It might take some time to explain, so let's move out first, and I'll explain when we get there. Follow Caterpillar's direction to the specific location. Ah, I went over here. I think this is the place that had that one puzzle. I didn't complete it though, because I wasn't recording at the time. I kind of left. I mean, I didn't just kind of left. I left. Oh. Atmospheric visibility is acceptable today. Enough that you can see that tower over there, yes? That I can. I passed it by earlier, actually.
That building was once known to the Narzissenkreuz Ordo as a tower of... Oh god, what? This is Epissimus. You know what? Like that thing. But we would later call it the Tower of Gestalt. It was named for the idea that things that have been separated need to be combined to display their original complete form. But I suppose I might be speaking in reverse. The heart was complete to begin with, and the mistake was to divide it for the separate study. Paimon didn't get a thing you just said. It's fine, don't worry about it. Plays on words are also a trick that mysterious organizations are pulling. What matters are what we must do next. Some of the vocabulary used is missing from my semantic indexes, so I could not properly parse your meaning. Oh god. But I understood the last sentence. Please tell me what I should do. Well, investigating alone, I found a map with the seal of chemical marriage. Chem? Is it chem? Chemical marriage? You could say that I found 4 seals. Okay, I think this is where we are right now. And this tower is one of the locations? That's not the place we need to go. That said, though, we can't be sure. Who can be sure? Perhaps our destinies will will yet take us there in the future. Either way, we need to use the position of the tower to locate the other 4 places. That's why we're come here first. So what are those 4 seals for? That said, we discovered from experience that it's usually best practice to just break the seals and give whatever ringleader we find a good walloping. As for me, I like to restore the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Cool, a new weapon. Well, I suppose we could also just call it the answer? As I said before, the Narzissenkreuz Ordo once had a ceremony to remove the ego and will. Holy Blade was used in that ritual. I remember something about that. If Lyra's and Mary Ann's wills created Anne, and if the old me was placed in some Hirishul's body... Wait a minute, didn't we already find the Holy Blade in Narzissenkreuz? What? Really? Look! I just pulled it out. My bag is a wonder. A wooden sword. It's the wooden sword we found during our adventures. Yes, it is. Hey, what kind of reaction is that? Perhaps you can think of it like this. That's a wooden sword found in the Narzissenkreuz Institute, named the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. That makes it more important than any ordinary wooden sword. Perhaps it might be of use when the time is right, just like the Holy Blade in the story. Really, you don't need to try to make us feel better. Got it, let's go. Anyway, assuming I looked at the map from the right angle, we will find the entrance to one of the seals nearby. Search now started. All after all that, finally. Okay, like, here is where I went. But I guess it's not supposed to be here? It looks, oh, okay, yeah, it showed here. Oh, but maybe I'm supposed to go under there anyway. Yeah, I think I am. Okay.
How brilliant! Ah.
Mind the side effects. Yeah. Fa. T. Fa. Ka. Fa. Fa. Sa. Yeah. Ra. A bitter pill to swallow.
Maybe I don't need it? Maybe it's because I already got in there. I don't need to do this stupid thing. Oh, I guess not. Okay. Good. Oh, oops.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you get up here? How do you get over there? Oop.
Let my name echo in song! Ah.
Settle down.
Interact. Oh, wow. Investigate. Investigate. Okay, I'm trying to do a question. Oh, okay.
Bow your head.
This stuff. Oh. Okay. Call? Which is already on this floor. Okay. What are you? What am I even looking at? Is it this one? Okay. You kind of look like that. Okay, so I need this. I guess. Oh, well, that's the wrong thing. Not doing anything. Am I? Oh.
can't see what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything. I don't understand. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Whatever, I'll just explore. Wait, there's something up here. I was trying to go over here, but that went in another direction. Give that to me. I'm annoyed. Like it? Oh, it's a mirror. Duh.
Dawn, break forth! A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects.
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
May I present?
Ooh. What? Okay, I guess that's the back. No. I don't know why I was brought here. Let's see what happens when I go here. I mean, there's like nothing there. Treasure!
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy.
Okay. Wait, wasn't there a... Yeah, that.
Huh?
Oh, if water loses its incisiveness, how shall it become water again? If a tree leaves the soil, where shall it go to take root? No matter how mighty stone may strike upon metal, humans cannot survive without water or soil. Copied from Echoes, Hallowed, and Humbled, Movement 9, Stanza 37. Okay.
Shroomy? What's that up there? Can I get up there? Or do I have to use a mirror? I know she's not really wearing a skirt, but it just feels weird. Okay, what's down here? Whoa, water. Which I can't do anything about. Why do you taunt me? Why? Uh-oh. How do we get out of here? Oh. Fine. So I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get this thing to go over here, but I can't get that to do anything. Oh, oops. Is there anything over here? And there's that. Oh, maybe something over here? No. Oh, well, there's this. Oh! No, I already went over there. Yeah, what's that? Okay, am I supposed to hit the base of it? I mean, it says it can be controlled by it, but it's not doing anything. And then there's this. Well, let's try again. Oh. Not doing anything. I guess I didn't stop it. It needs to, Is that what that does? Yes. Okay. Alright. Wait. What? Does the door open? At all? I don't... No, that's not what I wanted. Shoot. What? It's not... Did I do something? I don't know. Did I do it right? Oh, okay, I think it's doing something. Oh, go down. Oh no. There's more to do? No, I don't want the... How do we get the water to flow? No! Ugh. I'm hungry. That's how I get the water to flow. Yeah. Okay. Ugh.
The doctor will see you now.
Okay. That's calling the lift. It's going up, but I don't want to go up.
The show
Oops.
begins.
Yeah, T. Babies! Okay. Is this gonna work? Not yet connected to. Well, how am I supposed to get the thing back up? Am I there yet? Am I there yet? Obtain the memory piece. Where is this memory piece? Is it down below? Higher, higher. There's nothing here. It looks like something in here, but someone else took it. Wait, doesn't that mean that our plans already failed? The burst of reason requires the merging of the four orphans. If we can get through the rest of them, we still have a chance. In that case, we better hurry to the next area. Where are you pointing me to? What is happening? What? Oh! Oh, I didn't see that there before. How did I grab this? Did everything just get redone after I grabbed everything? I get to re-grab stuff again? Okay. You. Do I need you? This. Oh wait, shoot that way too though. Oh. I don't know what I need this for. Why am I grabbing this? do I need that one? I already have one. Oh, that's what I needed. Why is this not working? Sheesh. No one mess with me when I get hungry. I need to eat something. I already went here, right? Oh! Didn't I already go in here? Thought I did. Yeah. I just don't understand what this is for. It's gotta be for something. Wait. Oh, I was thinking that was the bomb. What does this do? Do I have to be closer? I think I have to be closer. Whoa, what is that? Looks like a potion. Atho's confession. Come on. Ooh, where does this go? Oh. Okay. Can I go in here? I can. Ooh. That's not what I want. I mean, I do want that, but What's this for? What? I already know how to use this. What is this for? But no, I want to cheat. Huh? I'll look at that later. Oh, I see. I guess it's for that.
How brilliant!
Mind the side effects.
Silence!
What are you looking at? Oh. What's this do? Oh, it's extending the water. Oh no, it's not extending it, it's lifting it. Oh, oops. And now I can get this. Oh, there's a 3. Did that do it? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go. Oh, I hate these. Let me control my own character. I want to do a lot better. Oh my god, oh my god. Ooh!